Recently, we were in Ontario and Quebec on a road trip, and we reviewed a whole bunch of different cars. We also got the opportunity to drive the Toyota RAV4 TRD for a few days, and we thought we'd do a review on it.
What's that? What did you say?
We are in the RAV4, and as we know, it gets a little bit loud when you accelerate hard. Here we go.
So let's have a look under the hood with the TRD. What do you get?
You get a 2.5 liter four-cylinder engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission, 203 horsepower, and 184 pound-feet of torque.
So the TRD that we're driving is a package on top of the already capable Trail and Adventure models, Trail in Canada, Adventure in the United States. So what do you get with all of that? What are the key standard features?
Here are the features on the RAV4 TRD: an 8-inch touchscreen, a 7-inch multi-information display, Apple Carplay and Android Auto, heated and ventilated softex front seats, 8-way power driver's seat, wireless charger, 11-speaker JBL audio system, TRD off-road suspension, 18-inch off-road alloy wheels, and LED fog lights.
We've got this control wheel here for the terrain settings. What do we need to put it in?
We need to put it in S for subscribe, and if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the couple car review, twice a week, every Wednesday.
Oh my God, I can't stop laughing.
And we do this, the couple car review, every Wednesday.
Every Saturday, we put out another couple car review.
So please subscribe, hit the notification bell, or if you want to find out what else is going on, Instagram, it's Motormouth_Andrea. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below. This video is brought to you by Canada Drives. Shop online for your next used vehicle and enjoy the convenience of to-your-door delivery and the confidence of a 7-day love it or return it guarantee. Visit CanadaDrives.ca to learn more.
So we all know this RAV4 gets a little loud, but it is capable, and boy, does it ever drive well in the city and on the highway. And then if you want to go on those cottage trails, it'll just eat up all those bumps and potholes for you.
Actually, we have a good question coming up in Questions, Coffee, and Cars about like who would buy this and why would you buy this over something else, and is it really a poser car, or does it actually have some functionality? So we're going to get into that in just a little bit. Now what you do get is a slightly different suspension, different wheels and tires, and also different all-wheel drive terrain management settings. So you've got mud, rock, dirt, and snow.
And I think that this would be really great in a winter that is more extreme. We don't get that in Vancouver, but some really heavy, deep snow. I think that this RAV4 TRD would really shine.
So there's the element of, yes, it has more capability, but it's also a styling exercise as well. So they take an already handsome RAV4, and what do they do to it?
Well, they spice it up a bit. They make it look a little bit more rugged. It has a higher ground clearance of 8.6 inches, which is 2 inches more than the other models, except the Trail. The Trail gets the same. And it has TRD skid plates and TRD badging. And like you mentioned, Zach, it has the 18-inch wheels and all-terrain tires.
So some people look at this and say this is a cosmetics exercise. And yeah, part of that is true. And it isn't inexpensive. So this is a package on top of the Trail or the Adventure. How much is it in Canada?
In Canada, it's around $3,500, and in the US, around $2,600. So it's not an inexpensive package, but if you want this look, then that's what you have to go with. And then with the interior, you get some red trim, red stitching throughout, and of course the TRD badging too.
I think it's really not much though. I mean, the splashes of red are kind of cool, and you also get the rubber mats with TRD on them as well, so it goes to that whole vibe, but you don't get a height adjustable passenger seat. I'm still way up here, Andrea.
I know Zach is feeling like he's on top of the world in the RAV4.
I'm on a different floor.
Now, do you notice that you don't get a panoramic sunroof in here, Zach? It's just the moonroof, even with the extra dollars that you're paying.
Let me check. I'm right here. That is true. Now the back seat, RAV4 is a very functional vehicle. It's interesting because we drove the Lexus NX a week ago that's based on this platform. I think that this RAV4, this is only subjective, feels a little roomier. I don't know if it's just my imagination.
Well, the back seat is a little bit bigger, more legroom that you can spread out in, Zach, in the RAV4 versus the new NX.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a very practical vehicle. Toyota does practicality really well.
Hey, my mom owns a RAV4.
Yeah.
She likes it. Her husband thinks that it's comfortable and practical, and it, you know, fits their lifestyle.
You know why it works for them, Andrea?
Why?
They're shorter than me.
They are. It is true.
All right, let's stop in. All right, let's check in and see what you have to ask. All right, let's stop and find out what you have to ask. What the fuck? All right, let's stop and find out what questions you have.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
Is the RAV4 TRD worth extra money compared to the adventure version? Does it get more horsepower and torque? It does not get any more power. 203 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. It's mostly cosmetic. If you love this look and you like the TRD badging and the wheels.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't get any more real mechanical changes over the regular RAV4 either.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with Andrea on this one.
Hi, Andrea. I recently saw that you reviewed the Subaru Wilderness. Who really buys these types of vehicles? The Subaru and the Toyota included. Is it just for looks, or do they actually serve a purpose?
They do serve a purpose, especially in cold climates like we live here in Canada.
Yeah.
If you live down a gravel road, or you lived where you
Deep
got
snow.
a lot of snow, extra ground clearance is going to help. A more robust all-wheel drive system is going to help, and more robust tires. That's all going to help.
Yeah, all of it. That's what you get in this RAV4 TRD, and that's what you get in the Wilderness. And although the Wilderness is not going to win any beauty contests, I do think that this RAV4 looks pretty cool.
I think this looks better than that one. The other thing is that Outback Wilderness has a CVT.
Yeah.
This has a conventional 8-speed automatic transmission. I'll take that all day.
But I will say that the Outback Wilderness is quieter than this RAV4. Wondering if you would choose the RAV4 TRD or the Subaru Outback Wilderness you just reviewed. I like the styling more of the TRD. Maybe it's the black wheels.
Yeah, I think it looks better. I think the RAV4 is a nice looking utility.
Practical,
Yeah.
comfortable.
But Subaru is not known for making good looking cars. They're known for making practical cars. And they beat the Outback with an ugly stick to make that Wilderness. It's all the cladding. This cladding looks good.
Yeah.
And you like this. Okay, here's a little confession. Andrea says there's green.
Yeah, it's like a minty gray, a minty green gray.
See, I'm colorblind. All I see is gray. If you ask me 10 times, I'd tell you 10 times. There's no green in this.
I know, I said to Zach, boy, what a nice color. It's like this light mint gray. And he said, really? Really?
There's
And I
green
said,
in
yeah,
that?
Yeah. That's it. Thank you for all your questions. Keep them coming. We love hearing from you.
And if you want to get a question in, don't forget to check out Andrea's Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea. I think it could be easily argued that this is more of a packaging exercise. You think of Mercedes they put AMG on everything.
Yeah.
BMW puts what on?
M.
They put M on everything. You know, so is this just Toyota putting TRD on everything? I think, yeah. There's some of
Sure,
that.
why not? I mean, people like TRD. They like the badging. They think that it's sportier. It does have a different suspension. So why not put the TRD on everything?
You know what's interesting? Because we just, we're actually here in Toronto doing this because we were here to do the Toyota Tundra launch.
Yeah.
And they're easily putting the TRD as their top most premium truck, right?
Yeah.
And
and
so
it,
you're seeing that with this as well.
yeah, and it has all those extra features on the Tundra that makes it quite unique from the other models. And it's kind of the same with this RAV4 TRD.
All right, let's see what other kind of rugged looking and feeling utilities you can get out there.
For your consideration, 4 vehicles for you to consider.
First up is the Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk with a 3.2-liter Pentastar V6. It has 271 horsepower and 8.7 inches of ground clearance. It starts at just under $38,000.
Next up is the Ford Bronco Sport Badlands with a 2-liter EcoBoost engine, 245 horsepower, and 8.8 inches of ground clearance. It starts at just over $40,000.
The Subaru Outback Wilderness with a 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine. It's matched with a CVT, 260 horsepower, and priced at just under $42,000.
Here's our used car alternative from trails.With. We chose a 2016 Toyota RAV4 LE with just over 90,000 kilometers for $20,990. Click on the tab or on the link in the description below to find more vehicles in this category from trails.With.
So there are 4 SUVs for you to consider.
So one advantage to getting the Trail in this TRD package is it can tow more, and you'll find out the numbers at the end of our vital stats. Let's get into it.
Let's start with pricing. The TRD starts at just under $43,000. JD Power gives the RAV4 TRD an overall score of 82 out of 100 and a quality and reliability score of 81 out of 100. CarEdge states the RAV4 will retain 64% of its value after 5 years.
Here's the fuel economy. 9.5 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 7.4 on the highway. That's 25 miles per gallon city, 32 miles per gallon highway. And just like the Trail and Adventure RAV4s, this TRD model can tow 3,500 pounds. And it comes with a 3-year, 60,000 kilometer or 36,000 mile warranty. Lightning round. 2 things you like to see improved.
I like the extra 2 inches of ground clearance on this and the practicality of the RAV4 TRD. What I'd like to see an improvement on is the manual seat. Maybe give us a height adjustment so Zach doesn't feel so tall. And also, how about have the cabin be a little bit quieter?
I like the monochrome look of this on the outside. I like the fact that this tows more than the regular RAV4. What I like to see improved is the seat on the side that Andrea is on now. And maybe they could add a little bit more in the way of off-road capability with a TRD. Put something really behind it. So that's our review on the RAV4 TRD. There's a whole bunch of videos on the channel all about the RAV4, the gas, the hybrid, even the plug-in. Check them out.
This video is brought to you by Canada Drives. Shop online for your next used vehicle and enjoy the convenience of to-your-door delivery and the confidence of a 7-day love it or return it guarantee. Visit canadadrives.ca to learn more.